Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Mark.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 44 yards on the ground.
1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check. 52's the mark. Here we go. 52's the mark.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check safety, check safety.
Again, Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Safety screaming. 58 to Mike, 58. Run left, run left. Watch the screen. Pass. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Rip left, rip left.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is...
This would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Packers nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, it's Wilson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Logan takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
That's That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Josh Gordon.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And 13.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now it's Hines. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts
Yard gain.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Jaron Reed on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
first and 10. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Benny LeMay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch the run, watch the run. 58. Good job right there, good job right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Stop your whining. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go one more. Shift. Out. Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines able to cut into that deficit. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run. Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Smith on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
14, got it. Here we go. 58. Low alert. 58.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're running it. Check 43. Slam.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's out to the left and complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone.
Seahawks 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for Marquez Valdez.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
On the punt for the Packers.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
With the score, Packers.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. This is Hines. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, D! And 58 is a Mike. Let's go, 4 down, 4 down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
To Philip Lindsay.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On the carry, it's Logan. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Darnell Savage.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Jackson on the tackle.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
2nd and 9 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check it out, kill. Check 50,
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He's taken down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything. Did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This will be from 53 for the win. And he's going to miss this one. That is no. The team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. It's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down...
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Freeman again, first down carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
So that'll back him up 5. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He'll find DeGuara complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is in for the score. And